All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and I'm bringing you another G-Shock to the channel. It just last few weeks ago, I brought you guys the 1983 throwback G-Shocks in the 5600 series. Really cool watches. That's kind of been my go-to gym watch. I've been wearing that pretty much every day when I go to the gym. So I wandered into a discount store here the other day, and I'm always checking their little watch cabinet. And I saw that they had these low temp LCDs. This is the GLS5600CL-1 from Casio. This was a November of 2017 release. They actually released them in the Asian market in, I think it was October of 2017. And then kind of like the same thing with the throwback, they kind of held off on those for the American market and then released them. So they brought it to the American market about a month later. So this watch has been out just about 6 months now. This is the white and black model. I think they have a green one. They have a white one. They have a, I think they have an all blacked out one also with the blacked out LCD and stuff like that. So very cool watches. These are in the G-Glide or the Glide series. I'm not exactly sure if you call it the G-Lide or the Glide, but with the badge there on this nylon strap that comes standard on the watch. Really cool strap, not only because it's rare to have nylon straps on like a Casio G-Shock, but it's got this really nice heavy-duty hardware that is pinned and stuff like that. And obviously to get a nylon strap or a NATO-style strap on here, they have to have these adapters. These are factory adapters from Casio, almost like the J's and K's that you can get out there for aftermarket stuff. So, all right, guys, taking a closer look at this watch. It's about the same size. I've read other places that it's compact, but from the measurements that I've taken, it's pretty much the same size, at least as this model I have here. Now, this one being bright yellow, it looks really big, but when I took the measurements, this one actually measured out right at about the same. So kind of interesting with that. But getting into the low temperature. Why low temperature? Well, in really cold temperatures, below freezing, or not even below freezing, but at or below zero, you can start having serious functionality issues with an LCD screen. They can actually freeze up on you. They can slow down, they fog up and stuff. Back in 2010, I took a trip out to Colorado. My buddy was living way up in the high country there, and we did a lot of snowmobiling. And I took my Pathfinder, my Casio Pathfinder titanium model, and it didn't have any real major issues, but the functionality did slow down a little bit, and I did get some fogging in the LCD. All cleared up, never caused any permanent damage. But I think those watches are rated to about 14 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry, I don't have the Celsius in my head. So, you know, that's fine. I mean, 14 degrees is pretty doggone cold. These are actually rated down to -4 Fahrenheit. So quite a big difference there. You're below zero, stuff like that. Now, how cold is it going to get? You're wearing it on your wrist probably most of the time. But in cold temperatures like that, a lot of time to have your watch accessible, you're going to wear it over the outside of your clothing, almost like you would wear a watch over your wetsuit. So there is some reasoning behind it. So let's go ahead and really quickly, I don't want to get into full detail of all the functions of this watch, but very similar to the standard 5600 as you guys can see, but a little bit smaller display there because there's a whole lot more going on this display. Now, I do have the daylight savings time function turned on there, but above that you guys can see the 10-second countdown, those little arrow strip there counting down. Kind of easy way to keep track of your 10 seconds and stuff like that, a little bit different. And it adds a little bit of flavor to the screen or the display of this watch. So I'll go ahead and go through the functions here. So as you guys can see, you get the date, the month. You get your AM, PM over here. You get your daylight savings time if you have that on. Now down at the bottom, if you have any of this stuff on, you guys can see this AEL, that's for the auto electric luminescence. You've got mute if you want to make the watch quiet when you're pushing the buttons. Next to that, you have signal for if you want the watch to chime on the hour. You've got your alarm for when the alarm's set, and you have snooze over there. Now, anytime you have any of these on, you will get a bar down there indicating that, and I'll show you as we go through the functions here. So the first place you go is to your stopwatch. Now, a really cool thing about this one is it actually has 2 stopwatch functions on it. So you can keep track of 2 different things going and have split times for each of those. Pretty neat, and still keep track of your time up there in the corner. I think that goes until you actually start it. But you have a timer, which you can keep set here. I have it set for 10 minutes. I think I had it set for running some sprinklers or something the other day or something I was doing at the gym. You have alarm, and what's really nice is, as you guys can see here, you have alarms, and this has 5 alarm functions on it, which is very nice. Then you have a snooze function also. So if you were to actually turn the alarm on this, let's go ahead and do that. Now see at the bottom there, I hit the alarm button and you guys can see a bar lit up over that. And if I hit it one more time, it goes away. But if I do that, that would mean I'm setting this alarm for 12 a.m. Better shut that off so my alarm doesn't go off. So next function is world time. So this would be a really cool watch for a world traveler. It's a 200 meter water resistant watch, so you can do pretty much anything in it. Very, very tough. But you've also got, I think it's like 46 or 48 different cities available to you guys in this. Anchorage, LAX, Denver, Mexico. It's Mexico City. So it's New York, there you go. So it's Chicago. It's really cool. I like having the world timer function, even though, guys, I'm a local boy. I don't get much out of California. So, but go ahead and go back to it. And then it's going to take you back to your standard function there. It has the electroluminescence in the display, as you guys can see here. And like I said, it does have that ability for the auto electric luminescence. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with that, you see I held the button down until it shut off. So what this will do now is, let's say I'm in a dark environment working all night and I want to be able to flip it up and tell the time without pushing a button. Every time I flip my wrist, it will display, light up the display there for a second so that you can tell what time it is. So that's kind of neat if you're working in a dark environment. You don't want to always have to push this button, especially if you're wearing gloves and stuff. It can be kind of hard to reach for. Now, I don't leave it on just because of the fact that I'm not in that type of an environment, number one. It will wear out the battery because it will continue to do that if you're in a darker situation. I think it is based on darkness. So if you're in a bright light situation, it won't activate. But if you're in a dark situation or a semi-dark, it will continue to activate. It's going to wear down the battery. And if you got a partner you're sleeping with, it's going to drive them nuts when this thing lights up every time you roll over at night. So I'm going to go ahead and, down here at the bottom, you guys can see a little black bar there says it's lit up. So we're going to hold this down so I don't forget. And you'll see it shut off there, and the black bar has, come on. All right, maybe I've done something wrong here. Come on. I should be able to hold this down. There it goes. Okay, there it's shut off. So I think I just wasn't holding the button down hard enough, guys. So now it's shut off. So very cool. Very nice, cool little watch from Casio in the GShock series. I kind of like the way the blacked out GShock and the protection up here. Now, one of the things people are going to comment on and complain about maybe is this doesn't have solar and the atomic and stuff like that. One of the biggest reasons is because with low temperature LCD like that, if you were to put in a low temperature LCD in here and then combine, rechargeable lithium ion batteries, it's just not going to work out because those batteries just do not perform well in super cold temperatures. If you guys know, if you have a cell phone in real cold temperatures and stuff like that, it just doesn't perform well. Batteries wear out really, really quick and stuff like that. So it wouldn't work out to have that combined with it would be stupid. It just wouldn't work, So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, guys, and we'll get a closing shot of this on the wrist. All right, so there it is on my 7-inch wrist, guys, as you can see. Fits really nice. These bands are amazingly comfortable. I mean, this isn't like the plastic bands you get on a lot of these where you have to break them in. These straps are just absolutely comfortable to begin with. And it's fun because you can order yourself up some really flashy, fun, different colors as far as straps go if you want to. I'd suggest ordering 24 millimeter. It really fits good on here for me. And you can get a thinner strap, thicker strap, whatever you want. You can get blacked out, hardware if you want, and kind of dress up or dress down your little G-Glide or your G-Lide G-Shock. So very cool little watch, guys. This has been a quick overview and look at the Casio G-Shock, the GLS5600CL-1, just released in November of 2017, guys. So go check them out. I'll leave a link where you can see all the different flavors of these. I think they got them on Amazon. Definitely check it out. All right, guys, you gotta like the video. Give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.